Green flag in the air. We are going on a Saturday night Battleground Speedway. Noah Roy out to an early lead. Jimmy Asher the third, knocking on his back door, trying to get down low. With Brennan Bartlett in the 27. Out of turn 4. Lap number 1, the 22 of Noah Roy. Jimmy Asher trying to reel him in that 66. Jimmy Asher sponsored by Long Tires. And Brendan Bartlett trying to get up there with the pack. Noah Roy still leading the pack in that 22 machine. Jimmy Asher running in that second spot, and Brendan Bartlett rounding off your top 3. White flag is out, one more lap. The 22 of Noah Roy, Jimmy Asher the third, and Brendan Bartlett. Jimmy Asher Jr., Jimmy Asher the third, trying to stick that nose in. There's your checkered flag. There's your winner, Jimmy Ashcorn, bringing him down the back straightaway, off into turn number 3. Into turn 3, looking for that green flag. Green, green, green. Here we go. Street stock racing. Popcorn in the number 91 machine, out in front. Here comes Randy Lovell in that 83 machine. Drag race down the back straightaway. Paul Wright in that 17 running in third spot. Here comes the 83 side by side, the 91 in the holy moly. Randy Lovell in the 93 in this Neesmith, getting a good run out of turn number 2. Got a new leader down the back straightaway, Randy Lovell in the 83. Popcorn coming down low in that 91. 41 shock sponsor of Randy Lovell. Paul Wright in the 17, Josh Chevalier in the 55. And Robert Bartlett in the 72, rounding off your top 5. Out of turn number 4. Randy Lovell still leading the pack, followed by Popcorn in the 91. The 17 being challenged by the 55 of Josh Chevalier and Robert Bartlett in the 72. Mr. Whitehead rounding off just outside the top 5 in that 998. It's still Randy Lovell. Popcorn, the 17, all sideways. Whoa! That gives the 72 of Robert Bartlett as he dragways down into turn number 2, taking over that 4th spot away from Josh Chevalier. It's still Randy Lovell with 2 to go, 2 more times around. Popcorn in the 91 machine, the 17 of Paul Wright, battling for that 5th, 4th, and 5th spot. Josh Chevalier and Randy Bartlett. Off into turn number 3. Out of turn 4, white flag is out. the 83 of Randy Lovell. Popcorn still in that second spot in the 91. Paul Wright, Robert Bartlett, and Josh Chevalier. Big battle back at the back of this with 3 cars running for that last spot. There's your winner. Checkered flag flying in the air. Your winner, they call him Corn Dog, Randy Lovell. Followed by Popcorn, Paul. Lights turned out going down the back straightaway. Off into turn number 3. Coming out of turn 4, looking for that white flag. There it is. Street stock heat race number 2. Robbie Bell out front in that 93 as he starts to stretch that lead on out. The 41 machine of Dwayne Williams running in that second spot. Robbie Bell still out in the lead in the 93 machine. The 22X of Scott Brown. Dwayne Williams hanging on to that third spot. Lewis Snyder getting passed by the 29B of Billy Russum. But back up at the front of this pack, the 93 of Robert Bell starting to stretch that lead out. Got a battle for that second and third spot. Billy Russum starting to show up there, that 29. There goes the 49 of Rob Bell. Rob Slott taking his 48R machine to the pits. It says something went wrong with it. Billy Russum starting to challenge for that second spot. That's giving the 93 machine of Robbie Bell a chance to stretch on out. Out of turn 3, it's still Robbie Bell, followed by the 22X of Scott Brown. Here comes Billy Russum in the 29B as he starts to challenge on the inside. Can't quite get it to stick. He's starting to reel him in. These two guys fighting for that second spot. Our leader, Robbie Bell, he just loves it as we got 2 to go, 2 more times around. Coming out of turn number 4, white flag in the air. We got 1 more time around. The 93 of Robbie Bell fighting for that second spot. The 29B of Billy Russum as he gobs, bob, and weaving back down the front straightaway. He takes over that second spot from Scott Brown. Dwayne Williams taking that 40 machine to the hot pits as our checkered flag is flying, and there is your winner in the 93, Robbie Bell. Followed by Billy Russum in the 29, Scott Brown, the 21 of Lewis Snyder. And strategizing. He's strategizing. That means we're going to go slow off into turn number 3 and slow. The cone right there in the middle of turn 3 and 4, that's where the flagman can start the race. He's looking them over. Green flag in the air, and we're going to push that pedal. We through strategizing as we are going racing. Aubrey Taylor in the number 10. Mike Plowman in that second spot in the number 51 machine. Wayne McAllister back of this pack getting a good run off the turn number 2. He started at the back and he's already about halfway up through this pile. Colvin Gilly in the 84 doing a good job. Aaron Cooper hanging in there, and there's Wayne McAllister in that top 5. Started at the back of this pack. He's moving his way up. Aubrey Taylor, yeah, coming out of turn number 4, still leading this parade. Mike Plowman, Colvin Gilly, Aaron Cooper, and Wayne McAllister are rounding off your top 5. I was told that J.D. Wetzel in the 88 that his machine broke in hot laps, so he didn't make this heat laps here, these hot laps, so he's not going to be here for the rest of the night, it looks like. Aubrey Taylor still out in front in that red number 10 machine. Coven Gilly trying to get up there in the mix in that 84, being challenged by Aaron Cooper in the 42. Mike Plowman still hanging on to that second spot in the number 51 as they all go down the back straightaway. Aubrey Taylor still leading the parade as him and Mike Plowman start to stretch their lead out away from the rest of the pack. Coven Gilly hanging on to that third spot. Here goes one of the Coopers. I tell you what, I think it's Aaron Cooper, but these Cooper boys, Bubba Cooper, Aaron Cooper, Anthony Cooper, they all switch cars, and they're an announcer's nightmare. So it's one of the Cooper boys, or their dad, in the 42 machine. Aubrey Taylor, Mike Plowman, in a different Zimco. They're straightening out, almost catching the back of this pack. Coven Gilly doing a little fishtailing. That gives the Cooper guy, one of the Cooper boys, a chance as we got for that third spot. Cooper on the outside, out of turn 2. Coven slams the door. Here comes Wayne McAllister. Got a race for that third spot. Man, they are putting on their own little show back in the back of this pack. We got 2 to go, 2 more times around. Glenn Henry in the 16 starting to get in the mix with those 4 pack cars right here. But back up at the front of this, white flag is out. Aubrey Taylor, Mike Plowman. Here comes the 4 challenging for that 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th spot as the white flag is out. It's the Mr. Cooper, followed by Wayne McAllister. Coven Gilly, McAllister going on the high side. Down the back straightaway, taking over that 3rd spot as the checkered flag comes out. And your winner, Aubrey Taylor, followed by Mike Plowman. The race for this 3rd and 4th place, Wayne McAllister taking it over in that 17, Coven Gillen. Going off into turn number 3. Easing into turn 4, looking for our flagman. Mark Asher looks him over. He says, hey, they look pretty good. Let's do it to it as the green flag flies. Aaron Cooper in the 49 machine out to an early lead as he gets a really good jump. David Wells in the number 7C on the outside, coming really quick. The 19R of Dustin Rude. The 34 machine of Robert Pollard. Steve Pollard in the number 48 as they go down the back straightaway. Aaron Cooper, we're going to call him Aaron, one of the Cooper boys up at the front of this pack. Dustin Rude knocking on his back door. There comes Jake Richardson in the 01 machine, running in that 3rd spot, followed by the 34 of Robert Pollard from Conroe, Texas. Doing a little shift over, we got us a new leader as he comes under the flag stand, the 19R of Dustin Rude, taking over from Aaron Cooper. Jake Richardson, one of the young guns, trying to reel them, both them guys in that 01 car. Looks like David Kahanic making his way up in the 56, running in that 4th spot. And the track dog in that red 401, he's hanging in here as they come up on some lap traffic in the form of the 7C of David Wells. Dustin Rude looking mighty sharp in that 19R as he takes some space between him and Jake Richard taking over that 2nd spot. 2 young guns up at the front of this pack in the form of Dustin Rude and Jacob Richardson. Aaron Cooper running in that 3rd spot now as we got 2 to go, 2 more times around. The 56 of David Kahanick. He's the uncle of Ray Allen Kahanick. Will be out here in one of these sprint cars here just shortly. Dustin Rude coming out of turn number 4. The white flag is out. We got one more time around. It's Rude, Richardson, Cooper, Kahanick, and Williams. Checkered flag in the air. Your winner, Dustin Rude. In the 19R, Jacob Richardson, Aaron Cooper, David Kahanick, and the track dog, Dwayne Williams. Hey, going down the back straightaway. They tightening up. Jacob Lucas, Bruce Crockett leading the pack off into turn number 3. Coming out of turn number 4. Watch them, watch them, watch them. Green flag in the air. We are sprint car racing. Shot out of a cannon. The 57 of Jacob Richardson. Jacob Lucas, I'm sorry. Followed by Bruce Crockett. The 93 of Chris Sweeney running in that 3rd spot. Jacob Lucas doing a good job as he set sail in that number 57. Bruce Crockett in the 8-ball running 2nd. Chris Sweeney in the 93 in that 3rd spot. Here comes the number 29 machine of Kyle Emerson. As we start to stretch this out left to right, the 57 of Jacob Lucas still out in front as he comes up on some lap traffic, honks his horn. We got one that's gone to the infield. We stay green. Whoa, got another one on the infield as he goes across the berm. We're staying green right here. Jacob Lucas in that 57 looking mighty, mighty fast. Bruce Crockett doing everything he can to keep up with him. Jacob Lucas is passing cars left and right. He may pass himself, he's going so fast. He's got that 57 machine rocking and a-rolling. Out of turn 4, white flag is out. The 57 of Jacob Lucas just has the Lucas show. Bruce Crockett doing everything he can. Chris Sweeney hanging on to that 3rd spot. And the 29, as there goes your winner in the 57, Jacob Lucas. Followed by Bruce Crockett, the 93 of Chris Sweeney, the 29 machine of Kyle Emerson, and the number 51. Taking them down the back straightaway, 2x2x2. Michael Miller in the 4M and Caleb Martin side by side. One of the SOS Outlaws and one of the South Guffs. If we go into turn 4 looking for a green. There we go, green flag in the air as we are green flag racing. .4M of Michael Miller doing a heck of a good job starting on out the 51 machine. Caleb Martin, the number 6 of Dustin Gates, running 1, 2, 3. Michael Miller in that 4M, stretching it on out as he takes the pack into turn 2 and down the back straightaway. Michael Miller still out in front. The 51 of Caleb Martin. Dustin Gates still holding on to that 3rd spot as we start to follow him up nose to tail. Everybody's got to follow me as we speak. We're running up on that cushion, going into 1 and 2. They are right up on the cushion, getting a lot of speed. Everybody's on that same line, trying to get maximum speed. Under the flag stand, still leading the 4M of Michael Miller. Caleb Martin hanging on to that 2nd spot. The number 6 of Dustin Gates. having a little bit of challenge from the number 14 of Shannon Tankersley. Shannon Tankersley right here. Well, we got one going to a standstill up in turn number 3. That will bring out a yellow. We welcome you. And we welcome all of our people in the stands. Thank you for coming out. As we go off into turn number 3. Green flag in the air. We are single file past the cone. Now it's Katie bar the door. Anybody can pass anybody. Michael Miller out here. Here comes Shannon Tankersley. Got him a good run off of turn number 2, taking that extra spot as we go white. Green, white, checkered. Shannon Tankersley, see if he's got anything for Caleb Martin. Running for that second spot. It looks like he's going to settle in and take that third spot, but your checkered flag, your winner, Michael Miller, Caleb Martin, and Shannon Tankersley. Back straightaway. Ryan Moore in the 38. Jimmy Brooks going off into turn number 3. Out of turn 4, Mark Asher looks him over and says, hey, look good to me. Green flag in the air. Whoa, boy, the 29 machine got kind of wild and crazy there as everybody went past him. Jimmy Brooks in the number 5. Ray Allen Kahani coming up fast as he's challenging for that second spot. Ray Allen Kahani taking over that second spot, trying to roll down Jimmy Brooks and the 17 of Travis Elliott. Lining him up. Ray Allen Kahani on the outside, going down and making it stick, doing a little crossover as he comes out of turn number 4. Your new leader, Ray Allen Kahani. He is up on that cushion. See you wouldn't want to be ya. Got that 21T machine running good as he comes up on some lap traffic. Ray Allen Kahani. The number 5 of Jimmy Brooks trying to hang on to that second spot. Yella, 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 yella. Johnny Wassam in the number 30 gets sideways. I don't know. It's going to be interesting. Going down the back straightaway, back to racing. Ray Allen Kahani taking him off into turn number 3. Out of turn 4, green flag. Here we go. Tommy Bryant making his way up to that second spot in the number 28 machine, it looks like. Ray Allen Kahani, Tommy Bryant, the number 17 machine of Travis Elliott, running 1, 2, 3. Out of turn 4, 2 to go, 2 more times around. The 38 machine trying to hang on to that 4th spot. That's Ryan Moore. As we got the white flag, Kahani, Bryant, running 1, 2, followed by the 17 of Travis Elliott. Checkered flag in the air. There is your winner in the number 21T, Ray Allen Kahani. Tommy Bryant, the 17 machine of Travis Elliott and Jimmy Brooks in the number 5. Quarterback, yeah. Limited modifiers off into turn number 3. Coming out of turn number 4, green flag in the air. We are limited modified heat race number 1 racing. Whoa, we got one all the way up. That's Garrett Higgins in the number 37H as he gets turned sideways and takes limited modifiers. Ryan O'Harris bringing the rest of the pack as the green flag is in the air. It's Ryan O'Harris, the 23 of Joel Garcia, Buddy Coslow, Nick Vandiver in the 19V, and the 93 of Mark Griner. Ryan O'Harris stretching it out in that 199, trying to run him down in the 232 machine of Joel Garcia. Buddy Coslow hanging on to that third spot. Vandiver in the fourth spot and rounding up the top five. Mark Griner in the 93. Into turn 3, out of turn 4, it's still Harris, followed by Garcia, Coslow, Vandiver, and Griner. Nick Vandiver taking over that third spot as we got 2 to go, 2 more times around. White flag in the air one more time. Ryan O'Harris, followed by Joel Garcia. Checkered flag is out. Your winner in the 199, Ryan O'Harris, followed by the 232 of Joel Garcia. Into turn number 3. Past the cone, looking for the green flag. There it is. We're green flag racing. Howard Willis, Chase Gilley, Eric Thorne, and a pair of the 75s of Cecil McCreary and Patrick McCoy. Howard Willis still out in front of this pack in the 23 machine, fighting for that second and third. Eric Thorne knocking on the back door of the 42 of Chase Gilley. Gilley hanging on to that second spot. Give him a little love tap. Cecil McCreary and Patrick McCoy. Eric Thorne taking over that second spot, sliding up high. All the fighting for that second and third spot gives Howard Willis a chance to get on and stretch it on out. Howard Willis been driving for 40 plus years, and he is why he's causing the legend. It's still Willis, Thorne, Gilley, McCreary, and McCoy. Two to go, 2 more times around. Howard Willis leading the pack. Eric Thorne in that second spot. Chase Gilley, Cecil McCoy, and Patrick McCoy in the 75. Get them 75s all mixed up. Out of turn number 4, white flag in the air. Howard Willis got 3 more turns to go. Thorne hanging on to that second spot. Gilley, McCreary, and McCoy. Out of turn 4, checkered flag in the air. There is your winner, the legend, Howard Willis, followed by Eric Thorne, Chase Gilley, Cecil McCreary. Here we go, our lights out, getting ready to go into turn number 3. Coming out of turn number 4. B main, here we go, hey, hey, hey! S of Jody Smith taking it out into the front. Ryan Moore in the number 38 running that second spot. More as we get crowded back of this pack. Still out in front, the 1S machine of Jody Smith running in that second spot. Looks like the 38 of Ryan Moore. At 02, down low. Halfway through, Joey Smith into 1S. Here comes the 01. The 01 taking a lead as it looks like the 1S got working in that 01. Mighty good. Out of turn 4, we got 2 to go, 2 more times around. Leading this pack. Shane Morgan out to an early lead. He starts to stretch it on out as we go yellow, yellow, yellow. Shane Morgan, Joey Smith, into 3, out of 4, green, 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 one more time, B, man. Two to go, 2 more times around. Shane Morgan's bringing it to the house. The 1S of Joey Smith in that second spot. White flag is out, 1 more circle. There's your winner, Shane Morgan, followed by the number 1S, the 48. Happy birthday, Cody Stacy. Green flag in the air, Junior Minis, Noah Roy, Jimmy Jr., and Brennan. Hey. Hey, the lady, I think, that was looking for Dave Cook, he's down here by the flag stand. Miss Foreman, Miss Pat Foreman, he's down here in front of the flag stand, Dave is. So, you looking for him? I know where he is.
I know where she is.
Noah Roy in that 22 starting to stretch it out. Jimmy Asher, the third, running in that second spot. Noah Roy stretching it on out in the 22 machine. Jimmy Asher the third and Brendan Bartlett in the number 27. Noah Roy catching up with Brendan Bartlett. Straightaway. They call him Corn Dog, Randy Lovell. Past the cone right there, looking him over, green flag in the air. We are street stock racing. Randy Lovell out in front. Robbie Bell hanging on to that second spot. Billy Russum in the number 29, running in the fourth spot here. They're threading the needle of popcorn. Randy Lovell starting to stretch it out in that 83 machine. As we go yella, yella, yella. Got Randy Lovell, he's out in front, followed 2 by 2 by 2, the rest of the pack. Taking them off into turn number 3. We're going to do one more time. Out of turn 4. Green flag is in the air, and we are green flag racing. Josh Chevalier in the 55, pushing the 17 of Paul Wright. Randy Lovell starting to stretch it on out. Robbie Bell in the 93. Billy Russum side by side with Popcorn in the 91 as we get crowded coming out of turn number 2. Got one going around and around. That's Robert Bartlett in the 72 machine. We stay green, green, green. Randy Lovell starting to stretch it on out. The 29 of Billy Russum hanging on to that second spot. Robbie Bell, Popcorn, and Josh Chevalier. Got to move over a flag. Hold your line. Here comes the leader. the 83 of Randy Lovell. Billy Russum in that second spot. Robbie Bell, Popcorn, and there comes the 55 of Josh Chevalier. Josh Chevalier going 3 wide coming out of turn number 4. Randy Lovell coming up on some lap traffic as he starts to stretch his lead out. Robert Bartlett and Buster Dean in the number 4. His next victim. Billy Russum hanging on to that second spot. Coming up to some lap traffic. Coming up halfway through. Snyder, 12, we're getting all tangled up as we're trying to go. We got them all blocked up in the entrance. That would be Yelly up. Coming out of turn number 4, looking for the flagman. He's got the green, green, green. And there he goes. Josh Chevalier making a move in that 55 machine as he's knocking on the back door of Billy Russum. Getting a good run off of turn number 2, the 55 of Josh Chevalier. That second place is where the race is. Billy Russum, Josh Chevalier. Chevalier takes over that second spot. So it's Randy Lovell, Josh Chevalier, Billy Russum, the 93 of Robbie Bell, the 17, and the 23 machine of Joseph Vasquela. Josh Chevalier in that 55 trying to run down the 83 machine. 5 to go, 5 more times around. Matt Sheridan becomes lap traffic in the 34 machine, along with the 999 of Mr. Whitehead. Whitehead taking his to the infield. Coming out of turn number 4. We got turn 3 more to go. It's become a 2-car race. The 83 of Randy Lovell, the 55 of Josh Chevalier, as we got 2 to go, 2 more times around. Billy Russum in the rocking chair in that 3rd spot. White flag is out 1 more time around. Randy Lovell in the 83. Matt Sheridan takes that 34. We stay green. Out of turn number 4, here comes your winner in the 83 machine, Randy Lovell, Josh Chevalier. He's calling him an old man. Randy's the old man of the group right here. He's calling him a little punk kid or something. No, he didn't say that. I tell you, Randy, this is starting to get a habit to you. Heck of a good run right here. Getting that checkered flag on the stick's not a bad thing. I don't know where you are in the Neesmith points, but you should be up in the top here somewhere. I don't know, but heck of a good run. Who do we thank for this thing?
Yeah, I got to thank Earl Baxter. He helped me get this car, 41 shocks. He's helped me on the setup. I just can't thank him enough. I thank Brent Guillory, Jarek Belt. They helped me a whole bunch. You know, we rained out supposedly here a week or so ago, and so we took off to Mississippi. We had a good run over there. They ended up running here Sunday, but we was already out of town. We are running Neesmith points, and it's pretty important to win because it takes a lot of wins to get up in the top points. I'm not up there yet. We got 7 races in the books. A lot of them guys got 12. With all of our rainouts, it's killing us, but I hope to get up there with them soon.
Get Mother Nature on your side. Right here, your winner, Randy Lovell. The American Sprint Car Series appreciates all the fans. They are doing their 3-wide salute. Everybody on your feet, put your hands together for the American Sprint Car Series. Saluting you, the fans. If it was not for the fans, they would be out here doing nothing. So we appreciate the sprint cars. We appreciate all the fans coming out here tonight on this at Battleground Speedway. Turned off. Down the back straightaway, tightening them up. Coming out of turn number 4. Fireworks in the air, green flag in the air. We are sprint car racing. Michael Miller out to an early lead. Got one that got a loose tire. Here we go, getting ready to turn them loose. Nose to tail, down the back straightaway. Mark Miller bringing them off into turn number 3. Out of turn 4, green flag. Here we go. Yella, 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 yella. Tighten them up. Nose to tail. Into turn number 3. Past the halfway mark. Green flag in the air. One more time. Back American Sprint Car Racing. Tighten up, tighten up. Michael Miller bringing them down right here. Green flag, green flag. Still Michael Miller, Michael McNeil, Shannon Tankersley hanging in there in the 14 machine. Ray Allen Kahanic. And Tommy Bryant still in that 4th spot. Got one coming to the infield. We stay green, green. Michael Miller still bobbing and weaving through lap traffic. Michael McNeil hanging on to that 2nd spot. Shannon Tankersley taking over that 2nd spot. As it looks like McNeil has now taken over the lead. Michael McNeil up high on that higher groove. Coming out of turn number 4. It's McNeil, Miller, Tankersley, and Ray Allen Kahanic. Michael McNeil out in some clean air as he starts to stretch that lead out just a bit. Here comes Shannon Tankersley in the 14 as he starts to reel in Michael Miller, in the 4M machine. Michael McNeil still out in front as they run 1, 2, 3. Michael Miller, Shannon Tankersley starting to stretch it out. Ray Allen Kahanic and Tommy Bryant hanging in that 4th and 5th spot. Five to go, 5 more times around. Michael Miller taking over the lead again from Michael McNeil. Tankersley still hanging on to that 3rd spot. Lap traffic becoming a factor in this thing. Michael Miller coming down low, hanging that low line. Michael McNeil hanging on to that second spot. Tankersley all over his back bumper. Stretching it out fourth and fifth. Ray Allen Kahanic and Tommy Bryant as we got 2 to go. 2 more times around. White flag is out. 1 more time around. Michael Miller trying to make 1 more turn around on the high side, coming out of turn number 4. Here comes your winner, Michael Miller, followed by the 1S of Michael McNeil, Shannon Tankersley. Racing just here, coming down turn number 3. Fireworks in the air. Out of turn 3, out of turn 4, green, green, green. Here we go. Dustin Rude knocking on that back door as we got yellow, yellow, yellow. Got the number. Into turn 4. Green flag in the air. Here we go. 1 more time. Aubrey Taylor still out in front. Dustin Rude hanging on to that second spot. Here comes the 51 of Mike Plowman. Wayne McAllister in that 4th spot. Aubrey Taylor still out front. Here comes Mike Plowman taking over that second spot. Mike Plowman got that 51 looking pretty good. Slower car, lap traffic. Mike Plowman, we have a new leader. The 51 of Mike Plowman. Aubrey Taylor. David Kahanic on the outside of Dustin Rude. Yellow, 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 yellow.